Welcome back to the Fight Network studios. Corey Erdman here with you, and joining me right now is a man who needs no introduction. He is one of the greatest promoters in the history of the sport of boxing, and his fighter Manny Pacquiao is, of course, taking on Floyd Mayweather this Saturday in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mr. Bob Arum joins us. Bob, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Bob, did you ever reach a point, as many fans did, where you felt that this fight wasn't ever going to be made?
Absolutely. There were highs and there were lows. There were times that I believed the fight was going to happen and times that I was in despair that it would never happen. But throughout it all, I had this voice in my ear from my fighter Manny Pacquiao, I want to fight Floyd Mayweather. And so we kept looking for any possibility to make the fight happen.
Now, many people speculated that the reason this fight didn't get made for so long was that there was personal animosity between you and Floyd Mayweather. Would you say that that's accurate, or were there other more important factors at play?
It was totally inaccurate because there was really no animosity between Floyd and myself. We said things about each other when we were trying to make the fight happen. I always believed that Floyd, having this lucrative contract from Showtime, had no incentive to make the fight happen. My guy, I always knew, Manny Pacquiao, wanted the fight to happen. So it wasn't any animosity on the part of Mayweather or myself. What it was Floyd's unwillingness to fight Manny Pacquiao and perhaps risk his contract with Showtime.
Now, in terms of the in-ring action, we've gotten used to hearing about a lot of issues in Manny's camps throughout the years. We always hear about him maybe being distracted with politics or family issues, or he has leg cramps. We haven't heard any of those things at all during this camp. Have you felt that there's a different level of focus in Manny's camp this time around?
Well, from what I've seen, and I've watched numerous training sessions that Manny is engaged in, he is actually faster now than I've seen him ever in the 10 years that I've promoted him. And he's hitting harder, according to Freddie, who uses the mitts with him when they plan strategy. He's elevated his whole self to another level. I've never seen anything like it, particularly with an older athlete. But it's almost like he's become rejuvenated, and he's in better physical shape and mental shape than he's been in years.
Now, for you as a promoter, would you say that this event has been more stressful because you're having to work with some people that you haven't necessarily gotten along with, or maybe less stressful because you're not the one taking the lead on every promotional aspect?
Well, as it is, we've taken the lead on everything that's been significant. So there's been a lot of work. It's been stressful, but as I told my wife last night, I feel like a guy who's competing in a triathlon. I've swam the water, I've ridden the bike, and now I'm running to the finish line, and I see the finish line, so all the difficulty and stress are behind me, and I just see the finish line when these guys, the bell rings, and these guys start to fight.
All right, now once you do reach that finish line, obviously there's going to be a sense of relief, but there's also going to be the question then of what could be the next super fight for the sport of boxing. When you look at the top-ranked roster, do you see any next guys, so to speak, who could be involved maybe in a fight of this magnitude down the road?
I see a lot of next guys. I see Terrence Crawford, who just scored a tremendous knockout victory on HBO and was the Fighter of the Year in 2014. I believe he's going to be a superstar. A young man from the Ukraine who won 2 Olympic gold medals, one in Beijing, one in London, and was considered the greatest amateur fighter of all time, and won a world title in his 3rd professional fight. Vasyl Lomachenko, who will be on the undercard. I think he is going to be absolutely huge in the years to come. I believe that the fighter from Puerto Rico that people are touting as the greatest fighter ever to come out of Puerto Rico, Felix Verdejo, will be a superstar. And who knows, a Verdejo-Lomachenko fight may stir people like nothing before. And there are other fighters out there that can be superstars that aren't with Top Rank, like Gennady Golovkin is terrific. There are a lot of very good fighters in the light heavyweight division that can make waves. Kovalov is terrific. We have a Ukrainian, Gutsov, that's going to give him a tremendous battle. You go to the super middleweight division, we have a kid on the card, Jesse Hart, the son of Cyclone Hart. He's going to be a major star, as will a super middleweight from Mexico, Gilberto Ramirez. So boxing always rejuvenates itself, and the stars of today pass into history and new stars emerge. Don't worry, they will be big, big fights in the future.
All right, well, last question, Bob. You described the aftermath of the Thrilla in Manila as a two-day orgy in the Philippines. Do you think that the post-fight party now in 2015 could possibly top that?
Well, you realize in 1975, that was 40 years ago, I was in my 40s. I'm now in my 80s. I don't think I can party the way I did in Manila back in 1975. So after the fight, I'll have a drink and maybe a meal with friends, and then I'm going to sleep. I'm an old guy.
All right, thank you so much, Bob. Enjoy the fight and the post-fight party, wherever it may be.
Thank you.